If this one doesn't suit your fancy, go to the next one. There's always somebody that we're talking and we're directly in our faces, the mold, in our faces, the connection, in our faces, something. So these are available to you to go there and look and just get your inspectors. So if you want to have weekly meetings and you just want to have your inspectors watch 3 or 5 of these, now they can do it at home. They can do it during one of your sessions. You play 2 or 3 of these, and then what's the basic? We have a fire escape that has original hardware, no evidence of maintenance. It's a structural problem. If an engineer wants to sign off on that and provide you with no disclaimers, great. Let his liability carry that. But that's not what we want, because a lot of them won't want their disclaimers. So certified repair and or you got to do the load test. Now let's talk about the last piece on your code. All exterior steel wooden stairs, balconies, and fire escapes. Is that the code?
Yeah.
Yep. So all exterior steel wooden stairs. We talking about fire escapes yet? So the stairs and ladders and porches on the back of buildings, those supposed to be inspected under 101? All exterior steel or wooden stairs must be inspected. Decks, spirals, front steps, rear steps, all exterior steel or wooden stairs, balconies, bridges, you know, private bridges or those hospital bridges, you know, the skywalks, must those all be inspected? Is it in your code? And fire escapes. Notice how they put fire escapes at the tail end of that? Guess where everybody puts it for 101? Guess where they put fire escapes? They put it at the beginning. This is not a fire escape code. This is all exterior steel wooden stairs code. So right now we're starting with fire escapes, but you guys got on the back of a building, and if I may, and that's where I'll finish, and let's open it up to questions, guys, because so let me I'll ask the questions. Ready? Can you tell me whether these are fire escapes? These fire escapes? How many parking garages have fire escapes with open windows? Are those exterior steel wooden stairs? They may need to be inspected? They get snow and water and ice? On all these fire escapes. By the way, this is one of the fire escapes, I think it's down here in Taunton on Fall River. All aluminum fire escape, lag screwed into the building. But it's kind of funny, it was in one of these classes that the guy recognized the building. But I believe it was in Fall River. Fire escapes? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to keep changing the word. All exterior steel wooden stairs? All exterior steel wooden stairs? All exterior steel wooden stairs? Covered by your code? Covered by your code? These are balconies, right? More Romeo and Juliet balconies. All these are exposed. All exterior steel wooden stairs, balconies, and fire escapes, right? This covered by your code? This covered by your code? How about all these motels that have those exterior walkways with these metal stairs that feed them? Some of them are cement pan filled. How many motels have these external stairways? How about these decks on the back of all these houses in Boston and everywhere? We have like four deckers. Are all these need to be exposed? Are these all exterior steel wooden stairs? Exterior steel wooden stairs? Exterior steel wooden stairs? Exterior steel wooden stairs? Balconies? So platforms fall into that? How about catwalks? Are these exterior steel or wooden stairs? Are all handicap ramps subject to this code? Yes? No? Yes? No. Gotta keep the dog safe. How about factory and machinery and signage? All exterior steel wooden stairs? If firemen gotta climb it, then you better certify it. Skywalks. This is the, we did this inspection on the Bentley College walk, so it's privately owned. And this is up on Chelsea Hills, at the soldiers' home. All All of these need to be inspected? All exterior steel wooden stairs? So you're looking in your own backyards now saying, my God, I got a lot of stuff. What are you gonna focus on first? Obviously, it's gonna be the fire escapes, but guess what else is out there that the code covers? All exterior steel or wooden stairs subject to maintenance fall under 101.3. Do you agree with me or don't agree with me? And slidescapes. So if anybody has a slidescape in this city that they're not letting anybody else know, Elizabeth, New Jersey has a 12-story slidescape. You just throw yourself down ass first or head first, whatever way you want to go down this crazy slide. The greatest story about that building that I heard is they said, how do you keep people out of that slide? And the school children in the area, one of the parochial schools, used to, as part of their initiation to prove that you were somebody, you had to go down, you had to sneak into that building and go down that slide. One of the firemen that were there said his grandfather used to be one of the caretakers of the building, and in order to keep the kids out, he started putting coal dust down the chute because that's how they heated the building back in the day. And all you had to keep looking for was dirty children who came down the slide full of coal dust, and that's how they found out who's been breaking into the building. These are all kinds of slides. Guys, a ladder, the bag ladders are in the closet. Is that acceptable means of egress? It's a third means of egress. It's not an acceptable second means of egress. Never has, never will. The only thing that's missing, see this, these ladders that they're selling? That's Jami out of Colorado. They're actually out of Belgium, but they sell through Colorado. They sell these ladders to these people that own these 2.5-story homes because the kids are up. Can I install a ladder out of my window on a single-family home?
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a second means of egress? Nope. Now, if I have a house that I'm converting into a 2-family or a 3-family, and I want to use the ladder because it's already pre-existing, the only thing that you have to make sure that you have on is that it must needs a platform. You can't do this kind of thing where you walk out onto it, but if it has a pre-existing ladder, otherwise, can I make a fire escape ladder to satisfy second means of egress on any building? Unless you've exhausted every other means, but otherwise, full metal stairs, out the window or out the door? You have to make that window a door, unless you have special permission from the building inspector, so no, I'll let you climb out a window onto a fire escape. 7-Eleven to the ground or 8 and 8? Most fire escapes are 8 and 8 all the way to the ground when you're just exiting, one apartment, for example. And again, the building inspector decides this or not. Or if it's picking up the whole building, it's 3 feet wide, 7-Eleven all the way down to the ground. So we have some drawing samples on there. This is a spiral that we put in the YMCA in Cambridge. The only thing we could squeeze in there, we only have a little cavity in this area right here, and the only solution is this spiral to get one room out of the 4th floor to satisfy the means of egress for that one room. So we did this probably 6 years ago. They just called us, you know what they want to do? Take it out, because now they've satisfied that room in another way, or they made that room something else, and they don't want that fire escape there anymore. So, fire escapes come and go. That's what a white tag looks like. But the firemen, they show up in the middle of the night, during the day, smoky conditions, snowing conditions, this is what they see. And when they get there and they see a tag, guess what? It's all right. They'll proceed with their activity. So one of the things I recommend that everybody does, I'll just repeat and I'll open up to questions. First of all, speak with your building department and make sure that every permit that gets pulled in your city, at the end of it, if the fire escape is on the outside, whether you're pulling an electrical permit, plumbing permit, whatever permit, roofing permit, make sure that one of the final sign-offs, this is what Boston's doing, so ask them how they did it, is that I need a current certificate to close your permit. Speak with your fire guys. They do the smoke detector permit. Ask them as one more, again, you gotta make it a checkbox. Ask your fire guys that when they do that last smoke detector thing that lets people get in and start making money, ask them to ask for one thing, a copy of the fire escape affidavit. So there's 2 people constantly asking. Make sure that all fire escape repairs, even if you get a certificate from somebody, where's the permit? So even when people come in and just hand you certificates, backdoor them and say, hey, where's the permit? Did you do any repair? Oh, we painted it, we changed a couple of bolts. You changed 1 bolt, what do you guys want?
Permit.
Okay, so you're gonna catch a lot of guys off, because a lot of work is being done without permits, but that's okay. Just backdoor them and say, hey guys, in my town, I want permits. So nice job on the job, but from now on, you do another fire escape in my town, you change 1 bolt, what do I want? Permit. By the way, if it's a $10,000 job, $7 grand of it is structural, $3 grand of it is painting, what's the permit for? $7,000. So you save a few bucks because they have to split it up, what is structural, what's paint. But just make sure everybody, as soon as you get certificates, there's always a repair. Make sure you pull your permit, because that's one more guy, because you guys now go out and verify who did the repair? Was it Joe the welder, Bob the iron worker, or was it, Bob the landscaper guy who happened to have a welding machine in the back of his truck? Questions for anybody that wants to throw it out?
Getting back to the reports, if I understood correctly, the first option is a written one, and it sounds like if we go that route, the building official and or town takes the liability.
Yes, in Chicago, on that fire escape where that piece fell out, I was sitting in a room in depositions with 8 lawyers. Guess who was also involved in the lawsuit? The city of Chicago, because they accepted these, because their code is, they have to have a critical examination. So what have they been receiving? They've never done a load test in the career of the guy that I was dealing with one-to-one. And he basically they're getting pulled into the lawsuit because they've accepted opinion tests. Not calculated load test, not a live load test. So when we send you the letter, we'll state what an opinion test is, and if that's all you want to remove this violation, then say to us, yeah, that's all I want. We're good, that's what we're basically saying to you. But you're saying, no, give me a load test, or give me a certified repair, which is what your code says. We're just here defining what the word certified means, isn't that, you guys agree? We just have been letting, the vendors who have this G3 license in their pocket, guess what we're doing? We're judge and jury. We're going out and inspecting these things, we're repairing these things, we're not pulling permits, and then guess what happens? The guy gets the certificate that sends back to you guys, and then what do you guys get? Where do you take that piece of paper? By the way, the city of Boston gets $50 for every certification that comes in, so if you want another source of income, all certified certifications, they either get $50 or $100, like Cambridge does. So there's fees that you can receive to accept certificates. Speak with Boston about that. Any other question? Yes?
Yeah, I'm just curious, what qualifications do you have or